Come on, Trey. Time to wake up.
What?
Rise and shine, fuckface. We got ourselves a video to do.
Get the hell out of here. I'm not making any video with you. What happened to your face? Looked more hideous than the last time I saw you, which I didn't think was possible.
Well, what can I say? When you think you can just shoot and kill me and get away with it, you make me turn to my friends on the other side. And you're going to do the video, because if you don't, let's just be saying somebody will be getting more tricks than treats this year. Well, you know that old lady who lives down the hall from you? I heard it was her birthday, so I took advantage of the opportunity and I sent her a little package.
What's in the package?
Oh, don't be in such a rush, Trey. I made sure to write don't open until Halloween of the package. As for what's in it, you know, a cookie jar, some Rice Krispie treats that I made, a bomb, some Scentsy things you can melt in a candle warmer to make your room smell better. You know, stuff that old ladies would like.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, God. God as in, if you don't get the fuck up and make this video, you and everybody in this apartment building will be meeting him. I have the detonator, Trey. Don't test me.
Hello, my name is Trey Rodriguez. For approximately 4 years now, I have been involved in apologetics work. I have, however, lied to you, deceived you. The Bible is in fact an evil book which promotes many heinous things, all which my friend, the best friend, the horrifically horrible Mr. Hyde will now help me to confess, because I am so poisoned and brainwashed by religion and religious professors and preachers of that religion that I cannot see it myself. Also, I am sorry for shooting him approximately 1 year ago.
That's right. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, religious people and normal people, put your hands together for the first ever episode of The Hyde Show. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing how the God of the Bible, the God that this man so faithfully follows, promotes, and in fact condones rape. Let us look at the evidence presented before us. Book of Numbers, chapter 31, verses 17 through 18. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by laying with him. But all the women children that have not known a man by laying with him, keep alive for yourself. Jewish soldiers were commanded by God in the Bible to keep the women children, little girls. Let's remember, this is in fact the God this man so dutifully fights to defend for themselves. In addition, they command that you should kill every woman. Typo. God commands that you should kill every woman that hath known a man by laying with him. Now, how do you suppose the soldiers in those days knew if the girls are virgin or not? Simply, they verified it by raping them. And if the Jews discovered that they are not virgins, then they commanded them. Typo again. Then they killed them as commanded by their Andres God. Having said that, Trey, on the charge of being an immoral man who follows a most immoral God, how do you plead? You know, it's rather odd that atheists would bring this verse up as a example of sexual immorality with the children of Moab, who they were fighting at the time, when the entire point of this verse
and the war that it describes, the whole reason they were fighting this war was due to them being immorally sexually involved with the children of Moab. The whole reason the war that this verse talks about is being fought is because the children of Israel went and, as the Bible says, whored around with the children of Moab. So as soon as you realize that the whole reason this war is being fought is because the children of Israel had sex with the children of Moab, the interpretation that this verse gives them the right to have sex with the children of Moab begins to become a bit more questionable. Not to mention, in Deuteronomy chapter 21, there is explicitly listed a process for female captives to go through before they can have sex with any of the Israelites, or any Israelites can marry them. So this interpretation of the verse works great as long as you ignore the blaring contradiction in the reason that the war is being fought, and also just choose to ignore the process clearly laid out in Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 1 lays out this process in great detail. And of course, one of the most popular objections by critics is that, okay, fine, maybe there is this process, but the women are forced to go through it. However, not true. Every commentator, every person, whether they view it as the Torah or as the Bible, who I've talked about, all say that this was, beyond any reasonable amount of doubt, a willing thing on the woman's part. And when you consider the fact that God was always against his people having sexual relationships with people who didn't follow their religion, the whole reason this war is being fought, it kind of just doesn't make any sense. I mean, you would have to ignore a lot of other things to get to this point. Not to mention, in Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 14, it explicitly says that this female captive, in the event that she ever gets divorced, shall not be turned into a slave. She shall not be sold. So this accusation of sex slavery falls flat right there. Having said that, I